Miss Amanda from the Sigourney Public Library, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are all staying warm today. It's been pretty dang cold outside, but I'm glad that you're tuning in, and let's get to it. So our question from last week was, what was served at the first Thanksgiving? And if you don't recall, the answer to that was, according to the two only remaining historical records of the first Thanksgiving menu, the meal consisted of deer, assorted wild fowl, cod, bass, and a flint, which is a native variety of corn, which is eaten as cornbread and porridge. So you learn something new, a lot different than the Thanksgiving food you think of today, the stuffing and turkey and mashed potatoes and all the good stuff. So our question for this week is one that you guys probably might participate in. It's about the Macy's Day Parade. I don't know if you guys watch a Macy's Day Parade, but it was always one of the big things that we did for Thanksgiving. We always had it playing in the background, and of course after that, then we'd watch football and eat and do all the good things. But our question this week is about the parade. And the question is, what is the oldest float in the Macy's Day Parade? So there's a lot of floats in the parade. It's roughly 50 million people watch a parade from home, and approximately 3.5 million people watch it in person. 3.5 million people in New York City watching this parade in person. That's crazy. They have a full-time staff of over 26 employees for the parade, and their total cost for salary alone for this parade is $1.3 million. Crazy. But the question is, what's the oldest float in the Macy's Day Parade? I'll let you know at the end of our video. The Macy's Day Parade will be from 7:30 to 11, and from what I saw, it's on NBC, and you can stream it on Peacock. Alright, books you don't want to miss. So I had to do one about November. So my first book is Colleen Hoover, November 9. Colleen Hoover kind of blew up this last year. One of her books was like all over everything, and then like all of her books were flying off the shelf. It was crazy. But we have several of hers in the library ready for checkout if you're interested. But this one is November 9. So, an unforgettable love story between a writer and his unexpected muse. Fallon meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day before her scheduled cross-country move. Their untimely attraction leads them to spend Fallon's last day together in L.A., and her eventful life becomes a creative inspiration Ben has always sought for his novel. Over time and amidst the various relationships and tribulations of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same date of every year, until one day Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. Can Ben's relationship with Fallon, and simultaneously his novel, be considered a love story if it ends in heartbreak? So a good little romance book for you. That was Colleen Hoover, November 9. So my second book is one that just came out. I know it's not here. There's a few people waiting on hold for it already, but it is super popular. If you don't know Janet Ivanovich and Stephanie Plum, you're missing out. This is Dirty 30, and this is book 30 in her Stephanie Plum series. It starts with One for the Money. They actually made the first one into a movie with Katherine Heigl. The book's always better, but this is book 30 of her Stephanie Plum series. So this is Janet Ivanovich, Dirty 30. I'll just read a little bit. Stephanie Plum, Trenton's hardest working, most underappreciated bounty hunter, is having a dry spell. She's hunting multiple fugitives from justice, and so far has brought in a grand total of none. High on her list is Duncan Dugan, who is caught red-handed robbing Martin Plover's jewelry store and promptly jumped bail. With Dugan in the wind, Plover offers Stephanie a freelance assignment. He wants her to locate his former security guard, Andy Manley, aka Nutsy. He is convinced that Nutsy stole a fortune in diamonds from his backroom safe on the same day that Dugan cleaned out the display cases in front. 2 crooks, 2 crimes, plenty of problems. So, Janet Ivanovich, Dirty 30, if you want it, make sure that you stop in the library and let us know. Alright, upcoming program. So, as always, we have toddler time. So, next Monday, toddlers are going to be talking about staying warm and hot cocoa. So, we're going to make some cute little hot cocoa mugs next Monday with the toddlers. Book club will be December 16th. They're doing the book I featured last week, Topsy Turvy 12 by James Patterson. Holiday hours. We are closed all day today, Thursday, Thanksgiving, but we will be open Friday and Saturday, so if you need to pop in. Cook the book will be December 4th. We're featuring Taste at Home, A Treasury of Christmas, I believe it's called. It's a Christmas Taste at Home book, and it's full of really good recipes. After school programs in December will be December 12th, 13th, and 14th. Freezer meals we don't do in December, but we'll be back in January with favorites. And then our big thing coming up is Breakfast with Santa. So we are getting ready for Breakfast with Santa. We have all of our Christmas stuff out. We're getting ready to start decorating, get our silent auction stuff together. If you'd like to donate, let me know. But Breakfast with Santa is huge. You come, you get breakfast. Grant Ranch is catering our breakfast this year. We're doing biscuits and gravy, sausages, egg bake, French toast sticks, muffins. I think we did donuts last year. Whole bunch of stuff. We're also going to feature a hot cocoa bar this year, which I'm super pumped for. And after you eat breakfast, you can come into the library, meet Mrs. Claus, and make a craft with her. We will have some live music. I'm not sure about the readers yet. I'm hoping to still get some people that will read for us. And then Santa himself is going to be here, and you can talk to Santa, tell him what's on your wish list, and he'll have his nice list. So if you would like me to double check with Santa to see if your kiddos or yourself are on the nice list, let me know, and I can make sure that I ask him before he gets here. And then we'll have our silent auction items up for bid. So everything is on Facebook. I know not everybody has Facebook, but that's the easiest way that we have found to do it. So we have an event page for the silent auction. You go on there. We'll start posting next Monday at 10 a.m. And you'll click on, make sure you click going, and then you'll click on discussion, and everything that is for bid will be on there. And all you have to do is comment with the highest bid before December 10th at 8 p.m. and you win. And then we'll contact you and you can come pick up your stuff. Super fun. I don't know. This year's theme is elf, and I love Buddy the Elf, so it's always a great time. Make sure you stop in. Plus, there's so much stuff going on in town that day. Make sure you stick around town. There's stuff literally like all day long in town. So make sure you don't just stop at the library. Stop everywhere else too. Patron questions. What goes on during the annual Breakfast with Santa? I guess it pretty much answered that one. So our trivia question, the oldest float in the Macy's Day Parade, did anybody guess? They have a lot of floats. I can't remember the exact number, but it is something crazy. And they have like clowns and jugglers and special guests, and they have floats, and they have marching bands, and there's so many things. I was looking through the list of the floats that they have, and my favorite things are the balloons. I love the balloons. Like, oh my gosh, what if a strong wind blew those people away? Like, that would be a very pressure-filled job, I feel. But they are having some of the more modern things for their stuff. So like they are going to have Bluey. They're going to have Chase from Paw Patrol. What else? I think I saw maybe Peppa Pig on there. I'm not sure if I saw Blue from Blue's Clues, but those are some of my daughter's favorites, and she's going to go bananas for them. But the oldest float in the Macy's Day Parade started in 1973. It's a regular fan favorite, second only to Santa. And over the course of 4 decades, it has undergone 3 major design changes. So the oldest float in the Macy's Day Parade is actually called Tom Turkey. And this is what it started like in 1973. This is Tom Turkey. And they have had him in the parade every year except for 1 year. 1 year, they kind of, I don't know, they took him out for some reason. I don't recall exactly why, but they took him out and replaced him with something else. And the people kind of rioted, and so they brought Tom Turkey back. So this was in 1973, and this was the latest update they did to him in 2022, I believe. So Tom Turkey, since 1973, the oldest and most famous and longest running float in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and the parade's unofficial mascot. Super cool. So make sure you keep an eye out for Tom Turkey. 1973. That's a long time for a float to be in a parade. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Again, if you're tuning in, I appreciate it. If you're not, this is right in the middle of the Thanksgiving Day parade, so I hope you catch me later. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on at the library, so hopefully you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys next week.